Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel EC with Barkha, and I'm going to teach you optical fiber communication. It will be very helpful for your EC concept, especially communication concepts. So let's start with this first slide. Basically, we should know what exactly an optical fiber communication. Optical fiber communication is a communication system in which electrical information, yes, the electrical information is carried by EM wave. EM wave, electromagnetic waves, in which in optical region is called optical communication. So here's the definition. The communication system in which electrical information is carried by EM wave in optical region is called optical communication. So there are the 3 points we should remember to define and exactly an optical fiber communication is electrical information, EM wave, and optical region. Here you can see electrical information, EM wave, and optical region. Okay. Next, optical fiber communication based on which important funda? This is the question. What is the basically funda behind this optical fiber communication? So here is TIR, that is total internal reflection. Optical fiber communication is based on total internal reflection. What is total internal reflection? Total internal reflection is defined by Snell's law. What is Snell's law? It tells the relationship between angle of incidence, that is angle I, and angle of reflection, that is angle R. So we can say optical fiber communication is based on total internal reflection. It is based on total internal reflection, which is defined by Snell's law, and Snell's law gives the relationship between angle of incidence and angle of reflection. So next, how in optical fiber communication transmission of information basically occurs? Basically, we use this communication system or any kind of technique of communication system for the transmission of information, right? So transmission in optical communication, the transmission of information is done over optical fiber. Yes, we are going to study this optical fiber in details later. Optical fiber, which act as dielectric waveguide. Why dielectric waveguide? Because it is made up of silica or plastic. So in optical fiber communication, transmission of information basically occurs over an optical fiber which acts as a dielectric waveguide because it is made up of silica or plastic. Now, this is the basic block diagram of optical fiber communication. We have the information source from which we get the electrical signal, right? And this electrical signal will go for the modulation to the some electrical circuit, and we know this modulation term very well. We have studied in our communication subject. Modulation is imposing one characteristic of a carrier wave to the another wave and synchronizing their properties. Then this electrical circuit will give the modulated wave and will send to optical source. Optical source may be semiconductor or LED. Then from the optical source, our optical signal will go to the optical fiber cable. Optical fiber cable further acts as a transmission media and will proceed the signal to the optical detector. Optical detector, yes, the photodiode will act as an optical detector. And then further, it will go to electrical receiver. Here, electrical receiver will act as a demodulator of a carrier. Yes, if we use the modulation process, we have to do demodulation at the end. And then finally, from demodulation by electrical receiver, we get our signal at our destination, from where we can process the signal further. Now, the question arises, what are the advantages? Why we use this optical fiber communication? The first and most important advantage is bandwidth. Yes, bandwidth play a very important role in communication. So large bandwidth as carrier frequency range. Yes, this term carrier frequency range is in infrared region. Infrared region, yes, we have so many regions, UV region, another. So here we will use infrared region. So large bandwidth as carrier frequency range is in infrared region. Hence, bandwidth is high and channel capacity is also high. If bandwidth will increase, channel capacity will also increase as much as. So this is the first advantage. Second, electrical isolation. Because optical fiber are dielectric waveguide. Yes, optical fiber are dielectric waveguide. So it will act as electrical isolation. So do not, why this dielectric waveguide? Because it do not radiate energy, and we don't want our energy to radiate. Hence, there are less chances of short circuits. We don't want any kind of short circuit in our communication system or in our circuit. So it helps us to decrease the chances of short circuit. So this is the second important advantage. Now comes to third important advantage, less interference and crosstalks. What is this crosstalks and interference? We know when the signals get imposed on each other, there are some disturbance and noise arises. So less interference and crosstalks because of dielectric nature. Dielectric nature, as I told you, in dielectric waveguide we have silicon plastic. So because of this dielectric nature, we have less interference in crosstalks, and also it is free from electromagnetic induction, and it is also free from electromagnetic induction and radio frequency interference. These are the two very important concepts, or we should say a point, which help us to know how much our signal is getting destroyed or getting disturbed. So by using optical fiber communication, crosstalks are negligible. The fourth most important point is more security. As less transmission loss because of dielectric nature, hence less number of amplifiers and repeaters are required. So cost is reduced. So we have some important points like bandwidth increase, channel capacity furthermore increase, no short circuit, no interference, so no crosstalk, and cost is low. Cost is low. Okay. Now, transmission windows. We have important concept here, transmission windows. Basically, what are transmission windows? Transmission windows defines the wavelength region. Wavelength region in nanometer, that is lambda, offering the low attenuation. Attenuation is kind of disturbance in between communication for the signal transmission. So we have three type of windows: window 1, window 2, window 3. They are classified on behalf of their this range wavelength region, which is described in nanometer. So 800 to 900 nanometer, window 1, 1260 to 1360 nanometer, window 2, 1500 to 1600 nanometers, window 3. And in between this, if the range is 850 nanometer, it is first laser for in 850 nanometer wavelength region. First semiconductor laser for optical communication was fabricated. And in this window 1, we have LED in this range that has high loss and short transmission range. So we have window 2, and in between in this region, we have negligible fiber dispersion. And in window 3, in which we are use EDFA, which is preferable also window 3. In between its region, we prefer for large transmission range because of less attenuation and less dispersion. As chromatic dispersion is not present, chromatic dispersion is not present, and wavelength multiplexing is possible due to optical amplifier. So we have this three window, three ranges, three applications, and in between this range, we have particular defined value for LED or another components. How optical fiber cable looks? It looks like this. We have polyurethane outer jacket, then the buffer jacket, and then silicone coating. And at the last, we have cladding silica. This is the shown code, that is quartz. Optical fiber cable is a cylindrical dielectric window. Optical fiber cable is a cylindrical dielectric window which operates at optical frequency. So how optical fiber cable looks? It looks like that. It have 4 subsections: polyurethane outer jacket, buffer jacket, silicone coating, cladding silica, and then coat quartz. Okay. It is not mandatory to use cladding, but why we use cladding? It decreases the scattering loss. It adds the mechanical strength to core. Basically, we have this EM spectrum for optical fiber cable, EM spectrum chart for optical fiber cable. We have three regions: infrared region, visible region, UV region. For EM waves, and it have their wavelengths in like it is shown here. What are the wavelengths? They have this, and the frequency. And what are the features? Like infrared region is prepared for optical system, but is not detected by eyes. Visible region, red has maximum wavelength in visible region, and violet has minimum wavelength. We have now this funda of spectrum in which Vibgyor, we know, violet, infrared, and other colors, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. Okay, and as per this, wavelength increase or decrease. The third one, UV region, in which it is absorbed by solid substances. So here are some features. We'll define these regions in EM waves. So we have completed the 9 slides, and it is enough to describe an optical fiber communication. As for the introduction, we have done with our introduction of optical fiber communication. In the next video, I will upload further details of optical fiber communication. Okay, so thank you so much. Please like and subscribe my YouTube channel. It is for helping the students who want to clear their concepts in communication as well as in electronics. And thank you so much. See you soon. Bye bye.